But you know, if your partner wants to go out in like Jesus sandals, then you should definitely either cut his legs off or tell him to change. I don't know. That's just me. Hey guys, it's Makaila and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like a completely random ass video. It's just a bunch of questions that I've found on the internet that pretty much covers any kind of like random aspect of life that you can think of, and I'm just going to sit down and answer them just so you guys can like learn a bit of like weird shit or weird views that I have on certain topics. And just before I do start, I want to just do a quick disclaimer as to why there's no Bali vlog. I did come home from Bali early, so the entire thing is cancelled. If you guys do want like a more in-depth video on as to why I came home early and why there is no vlog, I'm totally happy to. It's just you have to let me know because I'm not sure if everyone wants to know. I know a lot of my closest friends and like immediate family have all asked and I've answered them, but for anyone else that wants to know, I'm totally happy to share with you. Just let me know if you do want to know. Alright, so we're gonna get straight into it, but do just keep in mind, like I said, this is really random. All these questions, like they don't come from a certain topic, it's just a whole bunch of random shit. So the first question is, are looks important in a relationship? I think that it is important. I'm not gonna say like it's not important at all, because I know that you should or would be attracted to someone before you get to know their personality. I guess that's the first thing that you see in someone. If you see them standing there, you're gonna be like, damn, they're cute, I want to talk to them, or like, no, they're not my type, I'm not going to talk to them. So I feel like, yeah, it is pretty important. It's how you're going to get to know someone. And second, you know, throughout your relationship, I feel like you'd want to be attracted to your partner. Otherwise, like, I don't know, you can't just, I don't think you can not be attracted to your partner. It would just be really weird. The next question is, do you follow trends? I've always been a massive believer in individuality, like always. I am not one of these indie people as such, but I do know that just because it might be black and white trending right now, or it might be bloody pink and purple trending right now, I'm not about to go out and buy pink and purple clothing just because it's a trend. I pretty much like dance to my own beat, I guess. If I feel like I like something, I'm gonna wear it that day. If I feel like I want to wear a clown hat one day, that is what I'm gonna do. Basically, it comes down to how I feel, how I portray myself, how I want people to perceive me as. It's all pretty much down to me, not any trends that are on the TV, on the internet, that are in the shops. It's, yeah, down to my own individual choice. The next question is, did you ever get lost? I have been lost, probably like not in real life situations, but as a child, the only time I ever really got lost was always at the shopping center, and I would freak out so much. It is probably one of the most traumatizing things as a child, and I'm sure you've all done it. When you go to the supermarket with your parents or just your mum, and she walks off somewhere and you walk off somewhere, and then next minute you know that your mum's not there anymore, and you're like, fuck, what do I do now? And like you're just searching up and down all the aisles and you still can't find her. It's the most scariest thing ever, and I know that I've ended up in tears so many times as a child, but other than that, I don't think I've ever really gotten lost. Do you believe in love at first sight? No. I think that you can be definitely attracted to someone at first sight, obviously. I feel like you could definitely want to get to know someone off the bat, like if you've just seen them, sure, but I don't think you can fall in love with someone at first sight. It takes a lot to love someone. I feel like love is a strong word, and you know, it takes a lot of hard work to get to that place. So no, I don't believe in love at first sight. Do you think fairy tales influence our choice of partner? No. I don't. I mean, some people might want to find a prince charming as such, but I tell you what, I ain't never seen no prince with tattoos and listening to R&B whilst riding a horse up to my front door to sweep me off my feet. I'm just saying. Have you ever taken any antidepressants or anxiety medication? No. Oh, okay, yes, I'm not gonna lie, I have. I've taken like one tablet, and it was an antidepressant, and I was prescribed them because I had decided that at that point in my life that I just couldn't do anything else to get out of the rut that I was in, and I, yeah, got prescribed antidepressants, but I never got past that one tablet. I had the one, and that was it. I never went back to it. I still don't think I will ever go back to it because I'm a strong believer in not taking drugs to feel a certain way, and someone reminded me of that, and that's why I got off them. I was like, well, if I don't want to take like drugs like ecstasy or pills like that to feel a high, why should I allow myself to take an antidepressant to feel better, if you know what I mean? So yeah, that's my look on it. I'll never do it again, I don't think, but I have taken one. Do you prefer Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, or neither? I don't use Twitter. I have no freaking idea how to use Twitter. I feel like the dumbest shit because everyone uses it and I cannot get my head around it. But out of Snapchat or Facebook, I prefer Snapchat, I would say. Like, I feel like I'm more vocal on Snapchat, but my Facebook, I obviously flick through every day to see what's happening, as much as I hate doing that. I just find that Facebook is a good like platform to get in touch with people that you've not seen in ages, to message people, just to see like just different things that come up. But I would say Instagram, out of all of it, would be my #1 app to use. Do you think that age difference is important when dating? I don't think that at all. I feel like everyone should be able to do whatever they want as long as it's legal. So if you're like both of age and there's like a 30-year age difference, you go Glen Coco, do what you need to do. But if you are underage and you're dating someone that's a lot older than you, I would say no, that's not right, because you're still a child and no person should, you know, I feel like people would know that when you're a child you're not fully developed mentally, so you know, you wouldn't put yourself in that situation, and I don't really understand people that do that. But I'm not going to judge. But yeah, if you're of age, then you can have a 100-year age difference for all I care. I am not going to judge you. Do you get jealous easy? I hate this, but I am a jealous person. Like, I do get jealous quite easily. I try not to. I've been like, dude, you're like old enough not to be jealous over stupid shit, but I'm very protective, and if I am with someone or if I like someone and someone else wants to steal that from me, then that kind of pisses me off a little, and I do get a little bit jealous. But I'm not a psycho bitch who's gonna go like smack anyone in the head, even though sometimes they might deserve it. I'm more of a verbal person, but I don't know. I feel like it's normal to get jealous. I don't like if people don't get jealous. It's like you gotta, it shows that you care about someone, if you know what I mean. Like, you should get jealous. It's normal, it's healthy. Have you ever walked out on a movie at a theatre? Yes. I never thought I would normally do this, but me and my partner way back, we went to a movie called Into the Woods, I think it was called, and we thought it was going to be like a remake of friggin' Cinderella, or not Cinderella, whatever fairy tale it was meant to be, Sleeping Beauty, I think. And we walked in there, high hopes, like cool, it's gonna be a good day, we're gonna watch a cool movie. Walk in there and they start singing, and I was like, alright, cool, it's probably just the intro, like they're just gonna start singing at the start. I don't know, it's fairy tale, they're allowed to sing, I guess. Half an hour later, they're still fucking singing, and then like an hour later, they're still fucking singing. Every single word in that movie was a song. The entire movie, I think, was a song. And by probably, I don't know, an hour and something into it, we were like, done. You know, like, done are those musical days. I can't do anything else besides High School Musical. So we had to bounce. I was like, fuck it, we're not doing this anymore. I don't even care how much we paid for movie tickets, like, we are not doing this. So yeah, that's the only movie that I've walked out on, because no one wants to sit through an entire movie of fairy tale singing. I'm just saying. Do you ever want to get married? I go really on and off this question. I feel like now that I'm a little bit more older and I can actually answer that question because I'm actually old enough to get married now, I like the idea of being engaged. I think that the engagement process is a really cool, like romantic, sweet, like lovely act, I suppose, or, you know, time. But marriage scares me because it's so kind of permanent, if you know what I mean. Because as soon as you sign yourself away, you know, you change your last name. You're no longer who you were born as. You are like tied together legally. So like you're gonna have money problems if you divorce. If you have children, you're gonna have bloody children problems. Like, even though you're gonna get that anyway. But do you know what I mean? Like that, I just feel like you're tying yourself down to something, and nothing really is forever these days. Like, I don't really know many successful marriages that are still together these days that haven't had any like actual problems, such as like cheating, you know, breaking up, getting back together, having time apart. Like, I feel like it's a really hard thing these days. So, you know, I don't trust the fact that everyone's going to be together just because they get married. So I don't know, it's a really scary thing. I think if I one day find that person that I want to marry, that I'm so deeply in love with, that I feel like, yes, marriage at the time is the right thing to do, then sure, like I'm not gonna say no, but I do really enjoy the whole idea of being engaged, because it's like you're almost married, you've got like a ring of like promise, I suppose, and it's all like nice and at that next stage without being so next stage that you're tied in and your life is like tied to that next person. I don't know. It stresses me. How did you rebel as a child? Okay, little Miss Makaila over here, who's always been the freaking angel in high school, did rebel, and it was year 10, I think. I one day ran away to a party in a paddock, because I am a farm girl at heart, and that's where we had our parties. And yeah, I ran away with my friends. I'm pretty sure I only lasted like a night away from home, and my parents picked me up the next day because they found out where I was, which was only down the road. It wasn't that hard. I got my tongue pierced, and that's probably it. Like, I'm really no devil. Do you smoke, or have you ever smoked? I've never smoked cigarettes before, and I don't think I ever will, because they stink, and I don't know. I think that like smoking a cigarette is something that people do on the daily. Like I know people socially smoke, but I don't understand that, because one, I've never done it, so I don't know what you get from it. But two, I feel like, you know, if you're gonna start smoking, then you might as well keep going, because it's one of those acts. Whereas if you're like smoking weed or marijuana or something, it's more like what's that word? It's more like an occasional social drug, you know? So you do it on the social days to chill. But cigarettes, I feel like you do every day, and there's no point in doing that unless you want to do that every day. So that's why I don't do it. Everybody worries about something. What do you worry about, and why? My fear, I suppose, that I worry about a lot is, I don't know if this sounds really shit either, is death. I've never been too afraid of it, you know, until probably 3-ish years ago, when my very, very close friend passed away, and I had never experienced a loss like that before, and it really shook me really hard, and still does to this day. It is a very touchy subject for me, and it's not like, it's one of those topics that I really can't talk about too much, or I will start crying. I'm just scared now of losing someone that, or the people that are so close to me, because I know how I was with that when that happened, and I could only, you know, imagine how it's going to be when I lose someone that is super, super close to me, because I don't really know how I could handle it, how to deal with it. It scares the shit out of me. Like, honestly, I constantly, and I don't know, I don't even care if this sounds shit or gay, I pray all the time to like have the people that are closest around me to be protected, because I never want to lose anyone ever again. And I know it's gonna happen one day, but it scares the absolute Christ out of me. Do you believe in smacking a child? I believe in smacking your own child. If like the little shit is being a little shit, then it deserves a smack if it needs one. I was always brought up on those terms. I always got smacked if I deserved it, I suppose. But it did scare the shit out of me as a child, but I tell you what, like, it definitely made me think twice about messing up. Whereas these days I feel like a lot of parents are just like verbal, like they'll be like, oh, don't do that. Sure, your kid's gonna listen if you say that. You're only gonna say it again. Like, it's not scared of anything. I know a kid shouldn't probably be scared, but it should definitely know where it stands, and should definitely know that as a parent you make the rules, so whatever you say does go. And verbally, no one listens to you verbally. So, you know, a little smack, as long as it's not beating, I think is fine, and I definitely will be smacking my kids when I have them one day. Do you consider yourself as open-minded? I would. These days, I used to be very closed-minded, but these days I always like try to see where people are coming from if they say something. You know, people have different views on things, and I always like to think, you know, why do they think that way? You know, what have they done in their life that's made them think that way? Or, you know, because we don't really know everything. So when someone else comes to me with a view that sounds absolutely crazy, like, I'm going to listen to it, because who knows, like, it could be true. You're going to learn something you never knew. But if, you know, you come to me and tell me that zombies are going to attack us, then I'm probably just going to look at you like you're a dickhead. Do you like kissing in public? I don't like people who make out in public. I think making out, like, it should be like an intimate thing that you do in your own time. I don't feel like there is anything sexy about making out in the middle of the street or in the middle of a shopping center. Like, there's a time and a place. I think like a quick peck or two is fine. Like, you can love your partner and want affection from your partner in public, but yeah, just not making out. I don't think I've ever been that kind of person to do that, even in front of people. Ugh. Ever had a drunken night this year? As someone who doesn't really drink much, I've had a few actually, probably only like 2 or 3 really. My last one, I thought I was actually dying. Like, I've never felt so sick in my entire life. My mum has a video of it. Let's insert right now.
Actually dying. You are not dying. No, but what if I'm dying? You're not dying. It's called you've had too much to drink. Dying.
So yeah, I was feeling pretty sick of life at that point, and it's put me off. I haven't drunk since that, and I'm a little bit scared to drink again because I just know that feeling in the back of my head and in my gut, and I know how much it sucks. So that's the worst time this year so far. You know what, I'm gonna put that down as the worst time I've had in my entire life. I don't think I've ever been that sick before. Do you swear? Fuck yeah, I swear. The only reason I swear is because I was brought up in a family that swore all the time, and I feel like you're so un-Australian if you don't swear, because I don't trust people who don't, because I feel like you're not on a level of comfortability and chilledness, and I don't feel like you're easygoing if you don't swear. Because if I meet someone and they're straight off the bat, like, you know, chucking swear words around everywhere, I'm like, damn, I can get along with this person because they don't have a filter. They just say it as it is, they're straight out. That is my kind of person. So yeah, I swear all the time. I don't really give 2 shits if you don't like that I swear, or if you don't like that anyone swears. You'll just get the fuck over it. Do you need to know everything about someone's past? I wouldn't say that you need to know everything, because I know that if you do find out some things, it could really like affect the way you think. I know from past relationships, if I've known that such and such has done such and such with such and such, that other such and such person is going to piss me off for the rest of my life, just because I know that they've been with my such and such before. So I know that that kind of thing can be a problem. I don't think that you should know those kinds of things, but other than that, like, someone's past is someone's past. I think if you need to know the most important things, you know, about their personal life, then that's fine. Like, things that they've been through, which makes them the kind of person they are today. That kind of thing is good to know, especially if you're going to be with that person forever. But, you know, petty little things, I don't think that you need to know everything, because it's people's past and you can't change it. And they obviously went through something in their life to make them do whatever they've done in their past, and that's fair enough. And you shouldn't need a reason as to why they've done stuff, because you're their future or their present. So don't worry about it. Do you consider yourself as lazy? Yeah, man, I am like the most chilled person. I wouldn't say it. No, I'm lazy. I'm definitely lazy. I don't leave my house unless I'm seeing someone, if I'm going to work, or I need to go to the shops. That's it. Like, I will be at home otherwise. There's nothing else to do. I don't mind sitting at home and watching YouTube videos or watching a TV series. I don't mind not going out on the weekend if I didn't have a weekend job, if you know what I mean. Like, I would much prefer just to be at home and do nothing, just chill. And if that's lazy, then so be it. Give me the title, because that's my life. The next question is, do you have a favorite song? I don't know if I have like all-time favorite songs, but I have like an all-time favorite band who sings a lot of my favorite songs. One is 12 through 15 by Mayday Parade. Another Mayday Parade song is You Be the Anchor That Keeps My Feet on the Ground, I'll Be the Wings That Keeps Your Heart in the Clouds. Couldn't find a longer title if they tried. And 3, the last song would be Oh Well by also Mayday Parade. I love Mayday. Like, Mayday is one of those bands that friggin' speaks to me so much, and I just love all of their songs. So yeah, those 3. The next question is, do you like to flirt? I don't purposely go out of my way to flirt with someone unless I like want to. It's fun, I guess, but like, I don't know, what kind of a question is that? Why am I answering this? I feel like naturally I have a flirty personality. Like, I can come across as quite cheeky, I suppose. I like cracking a smile, I like cracking a laugh out of people. But I'm never like, oh my god, I love your hair. Oh my god, like, oh, look at your arms. Like, no bitch, that's not me. How did your parents meet? I don't know how my parents met. I think they met at a bar, but all I know is I got engaged at the place that I work at now, which is a nightclub. Like, way to go, Dad, what a great way to engage my mom. Do you prefer talking or texting? I much prefer texting than phone calls. I think that like, texting gives you that like, takes away that barrier. You can say whatever you want and not be worried about how someone thinks as much as you would if you were calling them. Calling is kind of awkward too, because like at least with texting you can text all day, and I'm very much that kind of person. I like to constantly be talking all the time. Like, I just love talking to people, or one person in particular, I suppose. And I feel like with phone calls, like it's just super to the point. Like you talk, then you got nothing else to say, so you hang up and then that's it. Like that's it. But I don't like that lifestyle. I like talking all the time. So yeah, I prefer texting. It's much more fun. You can say whatever you want. Are you usually the heartbreaker or the heartbroken? That's a good question. Now, I was thinking about this the other day, and I think in most of my relationships, I've been the one to break up with the other person, which is crazy, because I didn't think I'd be that kind of person, but I am. The thing is, I get heartbroken a lot when I'm single, so if I am seeing someone or if I'm hanging out with someone a lot, I will get heartbroken quite easily because, I don't know, I don't feel like they ever go anywhere, or, you know, shit happens and it never works out. So yeah, I'm usually the one left heartbroken. But as far as like dating goes, and it's, I don't know why, I think I don't know, I get over it. I get over shit really easy, and I'm usually the one to break up with someone, so that really sucks. Are you a neat freak? I like things to be tidy. I like things to be clean and in their place. I don't like being in mess for too long. I've experienced that life and I freaking hate it. I grew up around, obviously, my family, my mum, who grew up with her mum, who was a cleaner for a living, you know? So I've always had people in my life who were like, dude, clean up all the time, all the time. Shit needs to be clean, bed needs to be made, kitchen needs to be done. So it's like embedded in my head to know to clean shit. I don't know if some people go as far as I do, because living with my nan for 4 years, she told me and taught me that when you leave a sink, a kitchen sink, it needs to be like wiped down with a clean cloth, and then it needs to be dried with a clean cloth. And then, you know, not one bit of water needs to be on it, not one mark. It needs to be like a brand new sink, like brand spanking new sink. So yeah, I think sometimes I can go a little bit too far, but that's only because my nan has done that to me. Thanks, Nan, a lot. Seriously though. Some people do think I'm crazy because of that, but like, mate, no one wants to live in mess, alright? Shit. Are you looking for a long-term relationship? I'm always looking for a long-term relationship. I wouldn't say looking as such. Like, I'm not looking for it. But, you know, if someone comes along that I'm okay with and would like to get into a relationship with, then yeah, like I'm a relationship person. I prefer to be in a relationship than single. I just like the companionship, I suppose, and I like having that someone there that can understand everything about you and vice versa. But yeah, I'm not like searching for it. If it comes my way, then that's awesome. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. If it happens, it happens. The next question is, do you keep a journal? I don't keep a journal as such. I've never been one to like write down thoughts and put it in a diary, because man, people find out shit. Like, people will find your diary in, I don't know, I've seen movies and stuff, they put it everywhere. But I am more of the public person, where obviously my life is no real secret. Most of my shit is on the internet already anyway. And it doesn't help that I have a blog, which is like an online journal anyway. So yeah, my journal is for the public eye anyway. I really don't have too much to hide from anyone, and you already know most things about me anyway. Have you ever had a crush on a member of the same gender? I don't think I've ever crushed. Oh yeah, I have. Once. Once, back in the day. But like, it's not something that I would say no to, you know, in the future if anything was to pop up. I'm not one of these people who are like, oh no, not same gender relationships. No, go fuck yourself. I don't really care. If some girl took my eye and my fancy, then sure, like whatever, it is what it is. But not really something that I've crushed too far over, because I've always been in a relationship with a guy anyway. There's a lot of girls I have on my Facebook who I've probably added because I think they're really pretty. I don't know, but no. Nothing like full-blown crushing. Any piercings? If yes, how many and where are they? Obviously, and my belly button. That's done. I love my belly button, it's like my favorite piercing ever. I had my tongue done, which I'd said before, but I got kicked out of home for that. Don't do that without your parents' consent. And I also had my lip done, which I regret. Like, that was the shittest piercing of my life. It was when I was going through my little punk rock phase, and everyone already had it, so I decided that I would get it too, and I've still got the hole there, and I hate it. Hate it. Are you a cuddler? Hell yeah, I am. I love cuddles so much. I'm not really the most overly affectionate person, like with like kissing and like always having to be up in each other's grill. Like, I don't really like that. But cuddling for the win any day. If you want to hug me when you've taken me from surprise, like, do that. That'll make my day. If I want to like go to sleep all night and cuddle all night long, do that. Also will make my day. I don't know, I love cuddles. Cuddles are life, and I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with that, and especially for winter. Like, you need that cuddle buddy. Given. And the last question is, do you think it's okay to tell your partner what to do, wear, or say? I feel like there's a line. You shouldn't like control your partner's life. But you know, if your partner wants to go out in like Jesus sandals, then you should definitely either cut his legs off or tell him to change. I don't know. That's just me. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It was completely random. I told you, I warned you from the start. But not gonna lie, I didn't mind answering some random ass questions, and I will probably do this in the future. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any comments, leave them down below, because that'd be really cool to interact with you guys again. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure you guys know that, because I always tell you how much I love when you help me out. If you haven't already, please follow me on my social media links, my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Snapchat. If you don't know what they are down in the description bar. I am very social on all of them, so add me. Let's be friends. And other than that, I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!